Our last stop, England, where a recipe for holistic health involves a little-known Eastern European tradition and lots of salt. Monita Rajpal investigates the saline secret to breathing easy.
Ready to go in?
Yeah, absolutely.
After years of taking allergy pills, Tish looked into alternatives and discovered something known as halotherapy, or salt therapy, at a clinic in southwest London.
Where would you like to sit today?
When I first went into the salt cave, I noticed an immediate difference from going in.
Here you are.
Thank you. My breathing capacity was much better. After 3 sessions, I noticed a difference. First thing in the morning, I wasn't congested like I normally am.
This therapy room is designed to feel like a natural salt cave or a salt mine. The walls and the floor are covered with sea salt to absorb any impurities or moisture in the air. Then untreated rock salt or sodium chloride is mixed with a current of air which is pumped into the room to create what's known as a microclimate. Since the late 1800s, Eastern European patients with respiratory illnesses like asthma and bronchitis have been prescribed visits to natural salt caves or mines. Today, what's found and felt in those caves is being replicated in clinics and spas across Eastern Europe, like this one in Hungary, in Toronto, and now in London.
Grinding this special pharmaceutical salt into tiny particles, charging it with negative ions, blowing this dry saline aerosol into the treatment room. Patients won't see anything in the air.
And they really won't feel anything?
Well, they can probably taste the salt on their lips.
The salt used has no additives and the concentration is specific to the patient's condition. The humidity and the temperature are controlled to maintain comfort and deliver maximum benefits that the salty air could bring. So why salt? First of all, salt is known to have antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Plus, and this is key for this kind of therapy, when breathed in, the salt particles can embed deeply into the lower lungs. And for people with respiratory illnesses, that's where a lot of the problems are. Once in the system, the salt absorbs bacteria and clears away mucus, which would otherwise block the airways. Is it 100% safe?
Yes, we can say it's 100% safe. Also, different medical research has proven the effectiveness in at least 85% of the cases.
In 2006, the New England Journal of Medicine published a study on patients with cystic fibrosis who used this kind of saline therapy for 48 weeks. They found that it was a safe and effective additional therapy for patients. Health practitioners say stopping medication like steroids for asthma and only opting for alternative care can be dangerous and counterproductive.
As an alternative, we really would not recommend that at all. We know that the use of steroids that you were just referring to are really the ground stay treatment in asthma. And we wouldn't want to be giving any messages out to suggest that people would stop using their steroids.
The founders of the Salt Clinic in London say they have patients ranging from 6 months of age to 85. The cost for an hour-long sitting, about $56. And while they admit there are skeptics, they encourage people to just try it. As for Tish Webster, the proof is in her breathing.
Having done now 10 sessions, I haven't yet taken an allergy tablet this year, which is incredible.
For Vital Signs in London, I'm Monita Rajpal.
The idea is simple. Come in for an hour fully clothed, sit, relax, and just breathe. It's called salt therapy, and it's a popular practice that dates back hundreds of years in Eastern Europe, where it's also known as halotherapy. The Halo Air Salt Room Spa in New York has rooms made completely out of salt. The rooms are built from Ukrainian salt, mined from over 900 feet below ground.
And the idea is that the rooms are covered completely with salt, the floors, the ceilings, the walls, everything. And we have very high-end technology that creates the microclimate of a natural salt cave. It's a completely natural treatment. It's like being in a salt cave for a long time or being at the beach, which supposedly creates the same type of microclimate, but at a lower level.
The idea behind the salt spa is that it will help provide treatment and relief for people with respiratory and skin problems.
Parents bring their children here to the salt room as an alternative treatment for conditions like asthma, bronchitis, cystic fibrosis, and sinusitis. While here, kids have the opportunity to play with a variety of toys, books, and movies, but they mostly see it as a giant sandbox of salt.
The only difference is that children don't need to sit so much time. They only sit for half an hour. Adults is 60 minutes per session. Children are more sensitive and they get what they need sooner than adults who get it later.
Sivan Kennedy has been using salt rooms in Israel for years to help relieve her sinusitis.
I seriously tried everything. I tried medication, I take antibiotics all the time, and nothing would help me. I basically come because now I live in New York and the city is very, very polluted. I can go home, I can wash myself, I can wash my skin, I can brush my teeth, but one thing that I can do, I can cleanse my lung.
There is no research that states using a salt room will cure any ailments, but there is research that says it can provide relief. In 2006, the New England Journal of Medicine published a study that said long-term use of a salt microclimate was a safe and effective additional therapy for children with cystic fibrosis. But what is it about salt that promotes healing?
Well, salt is known to be antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. So when the salt reaches our airways or goes through our nose or in our ears, it absorbs the bacteria, mucus, inflammation, pollution that we carry and helps get it out of our system. So it's like a detox for the airways.
Ron Raffay says that there are no negative effects from using the salt rooms because it is a natural treatment. He encourages people seeking the full benefits to use it on a regular basis of about 14 times a year. Reporting from Manhattan, Amanda McKenzie, NYFA, NBC News.